Analyzing military data from Russia, China, and North Korea, we were able to find out which points on the US territory are the most dangerous in the event of a nuclear war. There are two scenarios, the concept of counterforce and countervalue. If the first one happens, 500 warheads will fall on the US. If the second one happens, 2,000 warheads will fall on the US. Scenario 1. Counterforce, 500 nuclear warheads. The enemy strikes military targets, nuclear mines, armies, air forces, fleets, and to a lesser extent, targets of political significance, cities. This scenario assumes that nuclear weapons are like conventional weapons and must be used to win the war. The targets to be hit would be army and military weapons, such as the Hawaiian Islands, which has a large number of military bases. Keesler Air Force Base, Seabee Air Force Base, Langley Air Force Base, Brunswick Naval Air Station, Naval Base San Diego, and many other bases throughout the United States. Command centers and the government, Washington, D.C. and the Pentagon turn out to be priority targets. U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command in Alabama, U.S. Fleet Forces Command in Virginia, Air Force Global Strike Command in Louisiana, the United States Strategic Command in Nebraska storage sites for nuclear weapons ready for immediate launch, as well as nuclear-related manufacturing plants such as Baton Rouge, Louisiana, refineries and fuel depots, critical energy and communications hubs, major transportation infrastructure. Major economic and business centers will be hit, such as New York, Boston, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Miami, Detroit, San Francisco. Most of these cities will be targeted with not one or even two warheads, but as many as it takes to level a city. For example, about 4 to 5 nuclear bombs could be dropped on San Francisco or Los Angeles. In case of such an attack in the US within a few hours, 50 to 70 million people will die, and about 100 to 150 million people will be wounded. Scenario 2. Countering values. The second strategy assumes that a nuclear war cannot be won, and therefore the main task is to destroy as many cities and populations as possible, paralyzing the country and causing maximum damage. In this scenario, all of the above targets would be hit, but also even smaller cities, like almost every state capital would be hit. Also, nuclear missile stockpiles would be hit, of which there are many in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and North Dakota and Nebraska. Every power plant in the country will be destroyed, as well as the dams in North Alabama. If the goal is the total elimination of the US, then unconventional targets will be attacked. For example, Russia is considering detonating superpowered warheads deep in the ocean opposite major coastal cities. The goal is a powerful tsunami that would simply blow away everything in its path. Russia even has special missiles for this purpose, Poseidon. A nuclear strike could also be launched against Yellowstone National Park. That's where North America's supervolcano or Yellowstone caldera is located. A strike on this place would trigger a massive eruption, resulting in irreparable damage to the US and the entire continent. The Yellowstone explosion could release between 1,000 and 2,500 cubic kilometers of solid particles, most of it in the form of ash. On 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers around will fall ash layer up to a meter. On the rest of the US, ash layer up to 0.3 meters. All infrastructure will be destroyed. Industry and agriculture will disappear. A layer of ash impenetrable to the sun's rays will appear over the planet. It can stay in the atmosphere for at least 2 to 4 years. Airplanes will stop flying. Temperatures will drop, according to some reports, by 3 to 5 degrees, according to others, by 20 degrees. It's hard to predict the number of deaths in such a case. Most likely, not only the US will be affected, but the entire planet. Let's say no to any war, and it is better to create something new than to destroy ourselves. Please like and write your opinion in the comments.